vestige of tribal identity, so that the Red Nation would become part of America's great melting pot. A major part of this program launched another relocation campaign which offered training, jobs, and a part of the American dream to any Indian who would leave the reservation and move to the city. What most Indians who signed up for the relocation program found instead was isolation, alienation, and further disintegration of their culture and identity. And so this policy became one more chapter of the American Holocaust. But relocation is not a dead policy of the distant past. It is an active policy of the present day. By order of the U.S. government, more than 12,000 Navajo people have been forced in the last 25 years to move from their traditional homelands on Big Mountain in Arizona, to be resettled one more time on land nobody wants, contaminated desert bottomlands of the Rio Puerco, downstream from the largest radiation spill in American history. The reason for relocation this time? The discovery of one of the largest coal deposits ever found in North America. The most recent law which strengthened and accelerated this forced removal was introduced by Senator John McCain and signed into law in 1998.
Because as Indians, we're not pulling together. We're so fragmented, and still that's the white way, to break us up, make us weak. And we are strong, but we're so far apart from one another, make us weak. And we are strong, but we're so far apart from one another and can't come together on the issues. Would just as soon go their way and say, oh, you take care of it.
We exclude, cut out, don't let in. Where is that tradition? What's that tradition from? It's from Europe. So we're being good white people when we do that, when we're being exclusive, but we're not being what our ancestors were.
This world loses 6 million Jewish people, and the world feels sorry. The world loses 50 million indigenous people in this continent, and the world doesn't care.
It's ongoing. And I say that with a great deal of sadness because a lot of the times the Holocaust is perpetuated by our own. And it's not necessarily the outsiders. I mean, we've learned our lessons well. We've learned how to be divisive. We've learned how to take the tools of colonization and use them on ourselves. And we've done that very well, thank you.
You even had incidents with like George Stinney, Emmett Till. For those of you who don't know who George Stinney is, he was a young kid up in North Carolina back in 1942, if I'm correct. I have a video that'll show that. He was accused of murdering 2 young white girls. And he was sentenced to death, electrocuted, and they had to sit the actual Bible that he was holding in the chair for them to electrocute this kid. Then he just got exonerated in 2014, if I'm correct? Mm-hmm. I have a video to show that. You know, our people, that his family was told to even stay away from the day of his execution, or they were going to kill them. He had an incident with Emmett Till. Also going back to our people being experimented on. I'm going to show simple situations like Tuskegee experiments. Let's not forget, people are also been poisoned throughout history, man. This stuff goes farther back, even with so-called Native Americans, you Gadites. You're putting smallpox under your pillows. Trail of Tears. We had to come all the way from the Carolinas all the way down to places like Oklahoma. Left everybody were freezing to death, eating each other, all that stuff. Go ahead and give me Habakkuk. Let me check the scripture. Matter of fact, Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10.
Isaiah 26 and 10. Let favor be showed to the wicked.
See that's one of the scriptures. I mean, it's going right along with one of the precepts I just mentioned earlier, Job 9:24. Keep going.
Yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly.
These devils are going to deal with us unjustly.
Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. O my God, do I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not mine enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed.
How you coming in,
Be
Junior?
ashamed which transgress without cause. Show
How
me
long
thy
before?
ways, O Lord. Show
Son.
me thy paths. Lead me in thy
Son,
way, and teach me. For
you're
thou
gonna
art
be seeing
God,
some things that may not sit too well.
do I wait all
When we get home, I got enough of that peach brandy for both of us.
according to thy mercy, remember thou me for thy goodness' sake, O Lord. This'll only last a moment. Think about it like you're leaping over a wide ditch. And when you land, you be in heaven.
Junior, I'll be jumping over a big ditch. Heaven's on the other side.
Is there anything you want to say? Any last words?
Please, can we go?
This is the story of George Stinney. He was just 14 years old when he was taken by the authorities and charged with a crime. They said that he had killed 11-year-old Betty June Binnicker and 8-year-old Mary Emma Thames. This was back in the year 1944. Now, it turns out he did not do any of those things, and just yesterday he was exonerated. Finally, the state of South Carolina said he didn't do it. We should not have convicted him. But they didn't just convict him, they executed him. Now, I'm going to tell you, unfortunately, about how that happened, because it's important that you know what happened in this country and the remnants of that culture and that history. So first, let's show you George. You got to understand the context here. He was just 90 pounds. He was 5'2". He was 14 years old. They claim that he killed those girls and threw them in a ditch, and that he had the capability of doing this. Now, did they have any evidence on him? Well, they had 3 cops who said he did it and said that he confessed to it. Did they have any witnesses? No. Did they have any physical evidence? No. Did the cops write down the confession at the time? No. Were there any blacks on the jury in South Carolina back in 1944? No. They had a law at the time that said you had to be a voter to be on a jury, but blacks weren't allowed to vote, so they weren't allowed to be on juries. In fact, almost no one there was black at all in the courtroom. 81 days after he was arrested and charged with this, they brought him to trial. The trial lasted about 2.5 hours, during which his white defense attorney, who had not worked a criminal case before, and who was going to be running for political office and needed votes in that area, did not present a single defense witness outside of Stinney. He didn't even cross-examine the police. Stinney says that he never confessed. Well, now we know he didn't do the crime. The police bring no evidence except they say, yeah, trust us, he confessed earlier. No cross-examination. The trial lasted 2.5 hours. The jury took 10 minutes to convict him. And then he was led to death row in Clarendon County, South Carolina. We actually have a picture of him being led to death row. Let me show you that. He was carrying a Bible. By the way, just if you're not absolutely clear yet that he didn't do it, historian in 2004 took this case on and investigated it further and found out that there was a wealthy white family in the area who said that the real culprit did a deathbed confession and said that he had killed the 2 young girls. And a member of that family was part of the process that picked Stinney as the real culprit. It's impossible to know now, looking back 70 years, who knew and didn't know what exactly happened. Really, they were sure that this 14-year-old had done it, this 90-pound 14-year-old. Did they care that someone else had done it and was going to get away with the murders? They didn't care. They strapped him into Old Sparky. That's literally what the electric chair in South Carolina was called. And then, just as the story is horrible, it's about to get worse. Since he was so young, they couldn't strap him in right. They took the Bible he was carrying and made him use it as a booster seat. And then Joy James, an author, writes, the mask covering his face slipped off because the mask didn't fit. It was an adult's mask, revealing his wide open, tearful eyes and saliva coming from his mouth. The first jolt had not worked. After 2 more jolts of electricity, the boy was dead. His family was not at the execution. His family was not at the trial. Why? Because they told the family, if you don't leave town immediately, we're going to lynch you all. You want to talk about terror? You know, we talk about terrorism today in America. This was true terror. And they weren't there for their 14-year-old boy. The Associated Press says the rest of the family didn't see the teen again until his funeral, when Stinney's body, burned from the electric chair, was put in an open casket. South Carolina has executed 289 people in the 20th century, and 82% of them were black, according to the Death Penalty Information Center. This legacy is not just about George Stinney and what was done to him. Now, finally, the state of South Carolina says they were wrong, he didn't do it. That legacy continues to this day. Do you know that there were 7 death penalty exonerations? Not in 1944, today, in the year 2014. 7 people who were set to be executed, and it turned out they didn't do it. Let me show you the pictures of those 7 folks. Yep, 6 out of the 7 just happened to be African American. History rains down on us through the generations. This is not over. In fact, for those guys who were on death row, it took on average 30 years to clear their names. 30 years they sat on death row when they were perfectly innocent. George Stinney was also perfectly innocent, but they needed a scapegoat. And in this country, especially in the South, when they needed a scapegoat, you always knew where they were going to turn. Doesn't mean things haven't gotten better, but we're certainly not at the end of that process. And we've all got to learn from this and work together to make a better system that works for all of us so that we can all proudly call it our justice system. We're not there yet.
All these times we've been sitting here talking about when are we going to get our reparations, when we're going to get our 40 acres and a mule, all that type of stuff, when you're going to get justice for people like Trayvon Martin.
Right.
Man, you just had George Stinney. It's been a couple years now since he's gotten off on murdering that child down there in Florida. And he's bragging about it live on Twitter. Our people don't get that. There's nothing you can do, man. Not no Black conscious community, not no Martin Luther King, not no Malcolm X, not no Black Panther Party. Only way you're gonna get this is by coming back to the Most High. Continue.
And will not behold the majesty of the Lord.
And our people, man, they don't get it, man. These devils are not concerned with being righteous, doing right by you. We're going to continue to die, man. Another video I want to put up there is you got an incident with the so-called Negroes who were being injected with syphilis back in 1932. Those are the Tuskegee experiments. All the way to 1972, and no one had to answer for that.
I don't want you to worry, Willie. Nurse Evers is here to take care of you. It's very important that you don't move, especially once the needle has entered the spinal canal.
What? It's part of your back. Don't fret.
Okay, you mustn't move then. Okay. Because the needle could damage the nerves that go into your legs.
Oh, no, I can't do this. See, I need my legs, Miss Evans. No, Miss Evans, I need my legs to dance on. I can't do this.
It's important for you to lay still, huh? You be up and hopping around no time. Will it lay down? Come on.
It's gonna be okay, Willie.
Just don't move. We're right here with you. Come on, relax.
Okay, just clean you up a little bit.
Listen to that music. Yeah, that is so sweet. It must be Hardman playing. You know, Dr. Douglas, we got the best harmonica playing in the South right here in Alabama.
Now you don't say.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that true?
Hey, how come that needle's so big? I ain't never seen no needle that color, Miss Evers.
That's a gold needle. Lay down here.
It's real gold?
Yeah.
It's real gold, Willie.
Ain't nothing too good for the color. Don't move, Willie.
Okay, now take a deep breath.
Cold, chilly, cold, chilly. Step, turn, jump, leap.
Very important to stay still, Willie. Willie. All right, we got it.
Look. There, you did good. Yes, come on, breathe. Come on, it's over. It's over. You are a brave man, Willie Johnson. You a champion of that. You're a real champ. Next.
Guess I scared them all away.
Well, Caleb, he ain't been to the clinic all week.
Oh, you know Caleb now. Sometimes he just takes off sometimes. But you gonna be here. He better be going on soon.
Oh, man.
Willie!
Oh, you all right? What's wrong with you, Willie? My legs, man, my legs.
What's wrong with him?
Oh, man. I'm sorry, Miss Evans. I didn't mean to holler out like that.
Good pain. It's okay to holler.
Oh, man. Just all of a sudden, my legs just give way on me.
Billy, we got to
I'm
have
scared. I'm scared, Miss Evans. I'm losing it.
No.
I'm losing it. You know I'm losing it.
Don't say that, Willie. You the star attraction, Willie. Yeah. See, if you lose it, we all gonna lose.
No, you okay, Willie?
It's going. It's going.
No, not. Come on, Willie. You can't be thinking like that. Let me work on these legs.
Now, what you do is you drink your quart of that green tea. At the beginning of the month, you'll be just fine. You double fly stepping in no time at all. Yes, he will.
He needs some new doctor.
What you doing in that costume?
Ain't no costume, it's a uniform.
You joined the army.
Figure it's my war just like it is theirs. I know what you thinking, nurse. You wanna know how I got in? With bad blood, huh? Got me one of them penicillin shots. Get one of them in you, that Whitemans test don't show nothing bad. Army couldn't wait to take a fine specimen like me.
You just gonna get yourself killed.
At least I get killed for something. That's what he need, one of them penicillin shots.
He's getting the best of care.
That's us.
You hear me, nurse?
That's us.
Why you talking to her
All right,
like
I'm all
that?
right.
Caleb, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, Miss Evans,
Oh,
you
you
done
got
rubbed
on a
all the pain
uniform?
out of it. Ain't nothing standing between me and my ticket to the Cotton Club. Hey, Caleb, you coming with us?
That's what I'm here for. Well, all right.
Get with us.
Give him a face fit. We're here to get this man a penicillin shot.
Name?
Willie. Willie Johnson.
Can't help you.
Why not?
Name's on the list.
What list is that, ma'am?
Tuskegee study. No penicillin allowed.
How come I can't get a shot like Caleb got a shot? I come.
Never mind, Willie. Come on, we just go somewhere else.
Won't help. They sent the list to everybody.
There ain't gonna be no shot.
Don't worry about it now. We're gonna go down here. Carry it down here.
I mean, I ain't never done nothing to nobody, but you got a place.
Yeah, I'm gonna carry you over there now.
Willie! What'd you do?
They don't want to give me the penicillin in here. Caleb gonna take me to a place where I can get it. They say I'm on some kind of list.
Oh, Willie, that shot could have killed you.
I'm still standing.
You're just lucky. Penicillin could be dangerous for him.
Well, why me and not him?
You're different.
Why?
I don't know. Nobody knows, but we can't take that chance. Listen to me, Willie.
Yeah?
It could have exploded your heart.
Caleb, you ain't said nothing about my heart.
He don't know. I know.
Go ahead on with her, Willie.
Caleb, you said you was gonna take me to get the
Never mind about what I said now. Go
Willie,
ahead on with it.
it's for your own good.
She gonna see to it you don't get it no way.
Caleb.
Yeah, I know. The doctors know best. Boy, they got a good one when they found you, nurse.
The disease took their body and their minds.
Hey, now.
Whitemans started thinking he could kill himself.
We're gonna do this, man. Hey, now. Hey, now. We're gonna do this, man.
Whiteman?
Hey, now. Hey, now.
Whiteman.
Hey, there. What you doing out here, Miss Evers?
Looking for you. Where's your family?
They gone to my mama's. They say I ain't no good for 'em like this.
You need to come in for your treatment. You and them friends of yours.
No. I got my own treatment right here, Miss Evers. See? Just burn these spider webs. Look hard into the smoke. It's good for the eyesight, too.
That sounds fine to me. But it seems like it'd be twice as powerful if you do that and your treatment. They work together, kind of feeding one another.
You think so, huh?
I know so.
Twice as powerful?
Come on. Come on back with me now. You done blowed enough smoke for today. As bad as Whiteman was, Ben was the first to fall.